Okay, I was doing something in the washroom, not today. Okay, but before I do that, let me talk about. I saw something in the um, Twitter. They talk about European Union. I think European Union, whatever. They cut ties with the help they wanted to give to Tanzania, and I'm gonna sleep. That's why. I don't know why you was pushing me to do this, but I was asleep. So, I was somebody's talking to CNN. The guy, I think he's Tanzania. I try not to talk about Tanzania because I'm not guided to do it. Okay, not. I'm not guided to talk about that, so I don't wanna talk. I just wanna say like I saw things. I was like, okay, I don't know what is going on over there because I can dig in if I want, but if I'm not guided, I don't feel it's good idea. Okay. So anyway, my eyes is Tanzania, and I listen left and right. This is looking like a big. Um, Without digging in, I'm waiting for confirmation to do something, but it sounds like a big thing. It's like not conspiracy, but this is like take down. Okay, so I don't know much from our own. Anyway, I was I wanted to talk about other thing. I was in the washroom, and for some reason I was taking a bath, relaxing, whatever, and for some reason I hear people like talking in my living room. Not like imagine like in real life. I was like, okay, oh, she's where? She's in the land. Somebody talking about she's okay. We're gonna wait. So I was like, okay, what the heck? It's like live download, right? So I was like, okay, universe, what is this? So I just closed my eyes. They show me one man and one woman, and two of them are police. They are not a couple, but two of them are police. I was like, wait a minute. So I was like, okay, I have image. Okay, I keep doing what I was doing, relaxing. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. These people waiting for me. It's not like I'm going to the washroom and come back. It's like somebody waiting for you to meditate. You don't know when you're gonna finish. So I was like, they were super polite. I was like, what they want? When you think about policy, I don't think people think about like um, good outcome. So when you know you are like a good person, which is, I don't think they are bad person in my opinion. They are bad judgment. Okay, I used to categorize people. This is bad, is good, but now I know it's like they are really gray line between bad and evil. Like we have this choice, and choice is ours basically. So that's why God give us brain. I hear someone talking about the brain. I think you were on YouTube say like brain is like 25, 25 pounds something or kilo. I was like, well, I mean, that's very heavy. That's why if somebody fall down, it sound became boom. So what it means, our brain is a valuable thing. So my point is they are not bad person or good person. They are bad judgment and good judgment. I remember one day, my son come to school. I don't know what he did, So he was like very down. We have an email from school, so he thought I was gonna be nuts. But I sit him down and say, you know what? You did bad judgment. You are not a bad person. He was like, it is. He never knew this. Even me, I didn't. I don't know where it's come from. So like, you did bad judgment. You are not a bad person because judgment is almost outside of ourselves, but it comes for ourselves. I mean, this is, I don't want to be psychology, but okay. It's like, well, I can tell you, I can show you something like you have something like this, okay? So, this is perfume, it's outside of us. But if you drink it, you choose to drink. See? So, you are distinction between that product and you. So, I don't wanna go far because I wanna sleep. But anyway, so this is so when I hear they talking, I say okay, universe, I get the story. Okay, two people. So these people came to my nan when I saw the image. So they came like good cops for the good news. This is go on like 1 hour basically. I can hear somebody come greeting them. Like if you have somebody come to your house, maybe you offer tea, water, whatever, coffee, whatever it is. So they're just there. Okay. So anyway, I stay there and I can hear they talking. It's weird. This is a new level of things, but I was like, here's talking. They talk like very polite, very, and the person who talk to them is like, when you somebody you don't know and you try your best to keep them so they can have a good experience. I remember when we were young, my grandmother was giving us the what is the in French you say conte. So she just close the light and gives us the story. So she gave us story like one kids go to another family like exchange for vacation whatever. And over there was a very happy, I think kid who parent, whatever. So they were very happy. So, and people over there, they were very happy. They cook for them 1 day, 2 day, 3 days. So they don't have much to offer. It's like, okay, in Africa, they never ask you when you're gonna go. Yes, but here I remember we had a friend. Um, he died. He was white. So, but when we go to his home, it's like by accident, just say hi for maybe 10 minutes. But it's like, why are you here, guys? I was like, so for us Africans, like, why? He doesn't want us to be here. But we say time, we say, okay, this is like a normal here. You never ask in your country, Africa, in the continent, when you're gonna go, how many days you're gonna. So people feel like you don't want them, even you wanna ask. Anyway, so this family went to as a family, like counted. It's like a story. So they cook for 3 days, 4 days, and they run out of food. So they start to cook the in French we call mouche. In Swahili we call nzi. Yeah. So we call mouche and ins. What do you call like a mouse stick but big. You can eat. What's the name? Like you're gonna Google mouse stick, nzi in Swahili, and mush in French. So go Google. So they cook that one. What was everybody's go, what? And when they went back to their house, these kids remember just that. They forgot all the good food they eat for 5 or 6 days. They remember just mush. What did you eat there? Mush. Anyway, it was very, it's like people remember more bad things than big good things, which is, I think, is how brain works. I have no idea. Anyway, so when I stayed there to the nanny, I just uh, stay into my shower, just relaxing. Like I hear people talking, and these two men, one man and the one woman, and the police. They wear police clothing. They have everything, but the casual one. Like is they are not for using because police need to have something, right? I don't know. I don't know much of it. I think it's part of the. So they stay there, and somebody's like talking to them, and they wait for me until I say okay. I just because it's my day, my house basically. I don't wanna rush for because somebody come. I don't know. Some people have their own rules, but I I do think when you treat yourself with respect, people gonna respect. So don't cut your own thing for other people because that thing you are doing for you gonna help others. Anyway, that's I learned. So if I'm taking bath, relaxing, so when I come back to meet people, like as it's just example. So anyway, so these people stay, these cops stay, police stays. I didn't stay 1 hour, but in 1 hour they show me. I was like, what is going on? So two police gonna come in my house. They look like police. Maybe it's not police. It's like it's enquêteur, police. It's all this same. I think they communicate each other, but they are friendly this time. which is weird because the police is not supposed to be friendly. I don't know. But now I don't know. I have very good experience with them. It's weird. And I have a video before, it's maybe 2 weeks. Like I saw them. I see, for some reason I feel like, we have in French we have a movie Bad Cop and Good Cop. We watched before a long time. This was a very fun movie. Like Ontario guy and Quebec guy. It's a very good movie. It's like kind of movie, the kind of things, like cops are there to protect you, but they are looking for bad thing too. It's a part of their duty, which is I find out very hard, like a job, very hard. You being paid for people mistake. At the same time, it's good because people are not behaving like they're supposed to, you know. And at the same time, you think like, why human need cops? See, so something like disconnect somewhere. Why we need somebody to police us as human being? Like I have mouth, I can talk to somebody. So why we need like a mediator? See? So when we say something like that, people say, Elizabeth, you don't know on cops, people, violence conjugale, whatever. Yes, I know. I I met somebody with violence conjugal before. She's beautiful. I think I took the video by accident. She was somewhere I was walking and I never saw her. It's like a beautiful woman. It's like a black. I was like, whoa, what happened? So we start talking. I said, why are you here? I said, my husband, he beat me. Like, wow, who beat this beautiful woman? Tall, really, like, she have everything, the body, whatever. Eh? I was like, what? So I was like, wow. She's like, he just beat her. And she didn't want to, like, maybe press charge. I don't know why. I didn't go. Oh, whatever it is. I didn't really go far anyway because, but I was like, wow. Sometimes you can have everything you have, like, God give you, but still not enough, because people have their own expectation, how you should behave, what they want from you. They have a list already. Anyway, that's another story. I don't know. So anyway, so this I have is not a dream, but it's something I never experienced. Like I see people in real life, they are waiting for me, and I didn't panic to go to see them. I was like, okay, whatever. It's not like I don't want them be there, but I have my own schedule. I know, call me whatever you want, but just whatever. So when I finish everything, like I walk outside, there's in my living room, nobody's there. I was like, oh, okay, this is preparation for something. Maybe I never upload this video, but I'm guided to talk about this. But if you will see, you are lucky. If not, I'm just for my own records anyway. Not every video will go back to YouTube or Twitter because sometimes it's for my own memory. Okay, so this is, I don't know what they bring, but I can see they have something um, just you remind me when we, I don't want to go far, but I remind me, um, remind me, they have before I was watching a lot of TV, before they had problem of, um, a compteur d'eau. If you leave Quebec, you're gonna have this. I don't wanna go this scandal. It was very fun to see the compteur d'eau. It was like what do you say, um, corruption. But they have this a key word. It was compteur d'eau. Price was higher, blah blah blah, all these things. It's a long time ago, but I remember how consumption I was in the TV. So my point is, and they have a content dough, and they talk about a brown envelope. They, so now I'm talking with you, I see like big brown envelope they came with these two people. What inside, I have no idea. So thank you so much, guys. Good night. See you. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Thank you for subscribing and for comments and for follow me next. And if you comment, it will be good if you put the words, okay? Because I think as human, we need to communicate. So some people leave the comments like one letter, one letter. I mean, I'm like, okay, it's like, it's like, don't be afraid to communicate. I think in the future it's gonna be the norm, communication, um, because we take for granted um, talking. I was just finishing a movie while watching movies. It was very touching. Um, I think I'm gonna journal this movie. It was very good, but the part I main part I'm gonna journal. But this section of a movie, I saw the dog with a uh, family dog and this um, a lady walking the dog, and the dog like keeps screaming somewhere, and she went somewhere, she find the hat, and hat was from her dad who passed away, and maybe 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, whatever. It was in the wood. So the dog keeps screaming, and it's like the hat was covering with the it's a wood one. So the hat was covering with things, and she trusts enough the dog to follow her, the dog, because if she was like egos be big, you say, oh, whatever, what you want, and push the dog and go. But she's like, okay, she follow the dog, and dog go there, and he start barking, and she was like, what? She opened, she find the hat of her dad who passed away a long time ago, and she started crying. My point is, we have a mouth. We do have a mouth, and it's privilege really to talk to each other. So if somebody intervene with this kind of things, it's like it doesn't have our best interest, and is basically intervene between God God communicate with us. And I'm not in the Bible again. I'm church this, but church raised me. So even I'm like, it seems like anti-church, and I'm just getting out of church, but many things raise me. Like in the Bible, they say God made us in His image. So sometimes I see like a Christian, we are so arguing. I call myself Christian even I'm not going to church, but I think it's gonna be in parallel in the rest of my life. But I choose not to because I think they're not go in too much. Not too much for. I need more. I'm saying Elizabeth Wayne. Don't tell me the weather is 2%. I'm gonna ask you why is 2%. So it's like always like anyway. Don't go there. Anyway, so my point is people who interfere with God because God say I'm making you in your image, and some Christians say Jesus is God. Some say God is this. Everything. No, Brenna. God is God, and Jesus is Jesus. Two different things. I mean, completely. Some church say God, Jesus is God. I mean, everybody believe. Sometimes we forgot what we believe make us. So it's better to believe something than be empty and become radical. you know Sometimes Bible, I believe Bible saved my kids life. Church basically. So they learn not to do this, not to do this, your neighbor this. So they became like, even I'm not going to the church, but church raise. They, the problem with church is like, don't touch you fire, ta 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 ta. But they don't explain you why. When a baby will say, don't touch it, they're gonna touch the fire. Even you say, and they boom, they're gonna cry, they're gonna look in your eyes. You say, why I tell you not to touch, right? Kids. They're always a mess, right? So this is kind of thing. So they help to shape people, but sometimes they help in bad way. In the sense you become so don't do this, don't this, too much irregular, you know. I remember when we were young at school, if you have like late, they beat you. If you have bad response answers, you beat you. So you became like in the gray area every single time. So this give us, I mean, for me, it's like anxiety to the levels maximum. Thank God I was good at school, but people like I was like looking to them like, whoa, 2 plus 2, because when we are young, we have a math table. You need to teacher can say, okay, Isabel, stand up, 2 plus 2 or 2 times 2. You need to know. So you became so in the books. 2 times 4, so it's good. But who use all this now? Who cares to? like it's helped me to have very discipline, very, very discipline. And the same time, rebellion time, like it's just like, why you ask this question? And like, I'm so done with this question, but at the same time, I need to know. She helped me to be very organized and finding answer for myself, but at the same time, give people anxiety to go to the class. You don't know what teacher gonna ask. It's not like here. Kid gonna say, okay, I don't know, and the teacher gonna okay. But over there, it was like, why you don't know? And you're gonna start, you are standing up, you need to know, and you can sit down, you need to find the answer. I was sorry for people. I was good enough, lucky enough to have like, so people could see you feel soul is standing up and teacher like waiting for the answer. This is it's so very like, what? Why don't let this poor person sit down? The ego get involved, you know. The same movie I was watching, it was very good. This teacher is very, the kids like mess up, and she will always like calm. I was like, wait a minute, where do you come from? Anyway, so like I talk I tell the story about this dog. So like we are lucky to have a voice and a mouth to communicate, and it helps us. But if something is too control, so somebody is like interfere of say God. So God give us communication, and some people say, yeah, you need to use communication, it's very good, but everybody has their own way of talking. So anyway, I'm gonna end the video because people are coming. I don't wanna to put their life in my social media. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night.